Thanks for clicking on this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Rip Jersey Podcast. In the weird stat of the week, the Dodgers' Mookie Betts recorded his 18th multi-home run game from the leadoff spot on Tuesday. Only Alfonso Soriano has more with 19. But as Mookie Betts came closer to the record and the Dodgers split their last two games, things are definitely heating up in the National League West divisional race. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 29-14 on the season, a first-place record we all expected before the first pitch of the year. But not too far behind is the San Diego Padres. Who would have thought that? Even without Fernando Tatis Jr. so far this season, the Padres have been on a roll, and they've made for an interesting race out west. Fernando Tatis Jr. has been sidelined all season after fracturing his wrist in a motorbike accident in the offseason. But the Padres have not had to worry because the next likely candidate for the 3,000 hit club has been on fire, Mr. Manny Machado himself. Machado has 60 hits for a batting average of .361 with 8 home runs and 27 RBI so far this season. And his production has led the Padres to 1.5 games back from the highly talented Los Angeles Dodgers. And Eric Hosmer is right behind him with 50 hits and 4 home runs of his own. The Dodgers added Freddie Freeman in the offseason to replace Corey Seager, who is now smashing home runs for the Texas Rangers. But both sides have seemed to come out well because the Dodgers are the best in the West and the Rangers are better than they were last year. Also, Seager got paid a lot of money, so I don't think anybody is unhappy with their situation. The arrival of Freddie Freeman was only one of the Dodgers' added pieces, as LA also signed Trey Turner. The Dodgers' additions have caused for some diversity in the stats for a team that won 106 games last year. A little over 40 games until the 2022 season, and the Dodgers have a new batting average leader, a new hits leader, and a new home run leader. They're almost a completely new team in the stat categories. Max Muncy was the hitter Dodgers fans loved to see with the twig in his hands with runners on base last season. But that has changed as Muncy has had a slow start to the season. So Mookie Betts has stepped up in his place, and the Dodgers are second best in baseball, only behind the New York Yankees. But the Padres are only a few spots back and even closer in the division race. With the race being so close without the Padres' leading star, Fernando Tatis Jr., this is shaping up to be a divisional race we may have to keep an eye on all season. Because whenever Tatis Jr. comes back, the Padres will definitely be a better team, and that will definitely help their chances in the final games of the season. But at this point, who knows when Tatis will be back? Tatis fractured the scaphoid bone in his wrist. If you don't know, that's the most important bone for wrist mobility. That's not a good injury for a shortstop. There have been reports that he could come back in late June, but this injury usually takes 4 to 6 months to heal, so there's a chance we won't see him until July or even as late as August. This timeline doesn't even include the partially torn labrum he has in his left shoulder, so there's a lot of concern. But for now, the former Los Angeles Dodger, Manny Machado, can lead the Padres at the plate. On the mound for the Dodgers, though, it's been Walker Buehler all season. A 6-1 record with 42 strikeouts and an ERA of 2.91, and he has a whole new approach this season. Last week, Buehler told The Athletic his fastball isn't what it quite was, so he's adjusted and made more of an impact with his cutter this season. And it's safe to say it's working, because Buehler has given up just 1 hit per inning. That sounds like a recipe for success. For the Padres, the best guy on the bump has been Joe Musgrove, who has been at peak performance all year. A 5-0 record with 51 strikeouts and a 1.9 ERA. And we can't even forget about the near-perfect game himself, Yu Darvish. I mean, talk about a great arm barn. Look, just 1 game is separating the Dodgers and the Padres 40 games into the season. And the Dodgers still have a few kinks to wrinkle out with their new additions. And the Padres are still waiting to get fully healthy. All in all, this is going to be a fun race this season, especially if Manny Machado and Mookie Betts continue to rake this year. Thanks for watching this video. If you made it this far, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I have a podcast called Rip Jersey. Follow that, add it to your playlist, listen to it wherever you can. Thanks for watching again. Peace.